It is difficult to comprehend why an innocent individual would admit to a crime they did not commit. However, extensive research reveals that false confessions occur due to various tactics employed by law enforcement during interrogations. Deceptive police tactics include intimidation, coercion, isolation, deceptive methods involving misleading evidence, and more. Innocent individuals may also falsely confess due to heightened stress, mental exhaustion, promises of leniency, or a lack of understanding of their constitutional rights. Particularly vulnerable to this lack of comprehension are children, individuals with intellectual disabilities, and those with language barriers. Prolonged interrogations. Studies indicate that people who make false confessions were often subjected to up to 16 hours of interrogation before admitting to a crime they did not commit. Prolonged interrogations greatly decrease the reliability of confessions. Shockingly, some innocent individuals were wrongfully convicted, despite DNA evidence contradicting their involvement. In these cases, prosecutors presented persuasive theories that convinced juries to render guilty verdicts, notwithstanding the strong support for innocence from DNA evidence. According to the Innocence Project, in about 25% of DNA exoneration cases, innocent defendants made incriminating statements, delivered outright confessions or pled guilty. Why? That is a very good question. Many jurors view confessions to be definitive proof of guilt. For this reason, confessions are very powerful tools used by prosecutors in court. Seeing a confession as proof of guilt surely seems reasonable, and it is hard to find fault in a jury for having that view. Our objective is to work to eliminate the errors that often lead to unreliable confessions so that jurors will be presented with accurate information. Injustice Anywhere supports the recommendations of the Innocence Project to work to prevent false confessions. Here are the recommendations. All interrogations, from the time the suspect has been read Miranda rights, should be recorded. Recording interrogations is the best way to ensure accurate results. Unfortunately, very few states currently record interrogations. There are roughly 18,000 municipalities in the United States. According to the Innocence Project, 500 jurisdictions currently record interrogations. There are several benefits to recording interrogations. Recording helps to ensure that suspects are treated properly by their interrogators, as well as deterring officers from using illegal tactics in order to secure a confession. Recording protects the police as well by helping to eliminate false accusations of abuse. It is crucial that courts allow the defense to present expert testimony detailing false confessions when their client has recanted a confession. If the interrogations are recorded and the police have followed proper procedures, there should be no reason for the prosecution to attempt to block false confession experts or for a judge to refuse the testimony. The jury needs to be made aware that false confessions do occur. The jury should have the opportunity to weigh all information in order to determine if the confession is legitimate. Unfortunately, judges routinely deny defense requests for false confession expert testimony. Interrogation of juveniles. The United States Supreme Court describes a custodial interrogation as an interrogation where a reasonable person would have felt he or she was not at liberty to terminate the interrogation and leave. Even if a minor has the legal right to get up and walk out, the vast majority of minors would have no idea that they had that option. For these reasons, these safeguards should be enacted for juveniles. Require that an attorney be present during any custodial interrogation of a minor. This should be viewed as a non-waivable right. Require law enforcement to inform a minor before an interrogation begins that he or she could be charged as an adult based on information obtained during an interrogation. It is crucial that all law enforcement agencies in the United States do everything in their power to prevent wrongful convictions. Working to enact these measures will go a long way to help alleviate the problem. Thank you for watching. Please visit injusticeanywhere.org to learn more about our organization. If you would like to show support for Injustice Anywhere, please subscribe to this channel.